All right, we're back. Hopefully, everyone's having a good day. I just finished work about like 2 hours ago. I finished work at 8 p.m. today, and it really just got me thinking about my life decisions so far and just where I'm at with life. And I thought I'd just share that with you before I went to sleep. So, for the past few days, my mood was at an all time high. I felt like I haven't been this happy in a very long time over the weekend, especially because, it's probably because I built this new PC and I was just taking it out on test runs, testing the limits of my new hardware, of my purchase that made me go broke. But it's Monday, so I woke up this morning. I'm working from home. I opened up my laptop as one does, the usual, and I open it up and I just witnessed an absolute nightmare. So he spammed me with like 20 messages or something, and I opened them up, and it's like he has this thing that he got chewed out for by his management, like the upper people, like the vice president, whatever it may be. I don't even know how these companies are structured, but the white guys on top, you know what I'm talking about. So they chewed him out apparently for something, and he just started blaming me, my manager. He was just like, you need to do this, you need to get this done by 10 a.m. right now. And I usually start work at 10 a.m. That's pretty much what we have agreed upon, like my whole engineering team. We usually start work like 9:30 to like 10 a.m. is where we usually start. So I opened up my laptop at 9, and I saw all of these messages, and I just immediately just got to work, and I was like, okay, I'll try to get this done by like 10 a.m., whatever it may be. And then he set up a meeting at 10 a.m. And during that meeting, bro, he was just giving me such an insane attitude. It felt like all of his resentment and just anger that he had toward the upper management was just directed directly at me, bro. And I wanted to fight back. Like, something I've struggled with my whole life is shutting the fuck up. I do not know when to shut up. I get very defensive sometimes, and I'm very aware of that fact. And I feel like I've gotten way, way, way better at it over the past like 5 or 6 years. But when I saw my manager just tweaking out, interrupting me, not allowing me to finish my sentences, just interrupting me, telling me that I did this wrong, that wrong. And this hasn't happened before. Like, I've worked at this company for about 3 months now, and this is the first time this manager was just giving me attitude. He's usually a very cheery guy. So I can't even imagine what the upper management told him or whatever. And he just felt the need to direct that anger towards us, and especially me, which is very frustrating. And it frustrates me because I am in no position of power at this company. I am not even an employee. Like, I don't have rights. I'm a contractor. I'm on a contract. Well, I mean, there's not even a contract. I'm just labeled as a contractor. So at any second, they can just tell me to go away and never come back to work. And I just have to deal with it, right? It's just the way it works. I work through the platform Upwork. If you guys know, it's a freelancing platform. That's how I got hired. They reached out to me, and that's how I got hired. But it really got me thinking, like back when I didn't have responsibilities, when I was at like high school and the first years of college, if someone was disrespecting me like that, just cutting me off, not allowing me to finish my sentences, I would probably say something. Again, I am a pussy, like, don't get me wrong, but I am a petty bitch as well, and I do not allow that kind of behavior towards myself. Call me what you will, but I just don't like it. And for the past like 4 years, it has just felt like I am always in a position where I can be disrespected, where they can treat me in such ways, and I can't fight back because I'm not allowed to. I need the job. If I don't have this job, I have nothing. And it's just so goddamn frustrating to me that I am in this position. If you asked me 4 years ago where I see myself, not this, dude. I feel like just, switching job to job, like going from fucking Uber Eats, DoorDash to a retail store like Macy's, fucking Chuck E. Cheese, Vans, and now this. It's just always felt like I'm at these low level jobs and I'm just not improving at all. And if I was getting paid well, then yeah, I'll deal with it, but I'm not. That's what frustrates me, and I don't know where it's going, man. It's very scary. I feel very afraid that it will be like this forever. The facts say no. Of course, it's not going to be like this forever. It's just a matter of how long I will have to struggle. It's been 4 years now, and honestly, I'm getting kind of tired of it. My brain has been fried multiple times. Mental issues, yada yada yada. I've already talked about all of this. I didn't have any of this responsibility 4 years ago. I was just a much more relaxed, cheerful person. Believe it or not, I wasn't always this pessimistic bastard you're looking at right now. But I believe in the facts of the matter, and that is for the past 4 years, every time I was in a situation where it felt very bleak, where it felt very dark, like I'm not going anywhere, there's always something that happens that allows me to stay afloat somehow. It's never really the best stuff that happens to me. It's just stuff that allows me to survive and just hang on for a little longer. And I just believe, or I want to believe, that this is happening due to the fact that something is waiting for me at the end of the road. So fingers crossed that's the case. I do believe it, I have hope, as much as I like to joke about it and say that I'm hopeless and that there's no point of just fighting. Dude, what am I talking about fighting? It's as if I'm at fucking war. It's as if I'm fucking living in Gaza, fucking starving to death. I'm fucking living in America, bro. It's not that big of a deal, right? But it sucks. We can acknowledge the fact that our lives suck. Granted, they don't suck as much as other people's life across the fucking sea, but we can acknowledge it. We can acknowledge our sadness and our situation. We don't have to deny it just because other people are also struggling and they might be struggling more. Of course, it's nice to be humble and appreciative and just acknowledging that you are in a privileged situation no matter what happens. But it's not the end of the world if we complain. But yeah, it's very interesting because I have experience now. I have an internship and now I have 3 months on the job. Hopefully soon I can have a year's worth of experience. But I was just testing out the waters recently. I've been applying to jobs, just trying to see if having an actual software engineering job would make a difference when I'm applying on the job market. And surprise, surprise, it doesn't make a difference. The job market is still fucked. But who knows? Maybe it'll get better. Hopefully. Doesn't seem like it. But you know what they say, what comes down always comes back up, or some shit like that. I don't know the saying. And yeah, I just felt like talking for a little bit. It's 10 p.m. I gotta wake up early tomorrow, go to the office. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, let me know how you're doing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.